Hey, what's up guys? Marco here. Today we're going to be breaking down RichBtz Highest in the Room. Hope you enjoyed the video. Highest in the Room is one of RichBtz's most popular singles, released on the 4th of October 2019. This song has become one of RichBtz's most famous ones, standing as his best single and first project after Astroworld. Now, many people say that this song is extremely overrated, which I completely disagree with. I think, to be honest, that Highest in the Room became like his theme song. Like, before I was such a big Travis fan, anytime someone would mention him in a conversation, I would instantly think of Highest in the Room. And also, for a big portion of time, it was my favorite Travis song. So, yeah, I can probably disagree with any take saying that this song is overrated. Overplayed? Maybe. Overrated? Nah. And now, with that being said, let's move on straight into the breakdown. As usual, before starting, here are all the producers who worked on this beat. From what I've read while I was doing research, Nick D actually recorded the guitar on his iPhone. OZ took the sample from there and created the main melody, and Mike Dean made the final touches and the outro. So now, moving on, we're going to be bumping up the BPM of the track from 130 to 153 beats per minute. Now let's move on to the intro. As you can clearly hear in the song, we have a lead solo voice playing throughout the intro. A quick search on whosample.com will show you that the vocal part is a sample from this movie right here. However, I didn't find any direct correlation between the sample and the vocal part in the song. Some resemblance, yeah, I saw, but didn't really understand how to rearrange the sample, so I decided to make it from scratch. However, if someone can transform the sample into the vocal part and shows me how to actually do it, I'll re-upload this video with the sample in it. But until then, we'll need to work with what you have. So first of all, we're going to open up Zenology Pro and we're going to select the AX Choir 1 preset and we're going to disable the legato option. Next, we're going to send it to the mixer, where we're going to add some fruity flanges, some parametric EQ2 to get rid of the low end and to recreate the muffled effect, some Valhalla room for some reverb, and RichBtz retro color, where we're going to add some magnetic, some distortion and some wobble. What this basically does is that it creates I don't know how to call it, I think like a shake or literal wobble sound effect on the vocals, and the more you turn this meter to the right, the more shaky it's going to be. So now, with all of the effects, the final result should sound something like this. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the guitar. Now, because this song was recorded on an iPhone, there isn't an exact identical preset, so I've had to improvise. So, we're going to layer 3 guitar presets, the first one being found in Purity under the name AC Steel Guitar, second one in Triton Extreme named Acoustic Guitar, and third one, again in Triton Extreme, named Metal Plectrum. Now, because in the end it didn't sound quite as I wanted, I layered the first pattern with another one. Now after this, we're going to send all of these presets to the mixer, where we're going to add quite a few effects. So basically, we're going to add parametric EQ2, fruity chorus, fruity flanger, Valhalla room, RC20 retro color, halftime, and another parametric EQ2. What these plugins basically do is make the melody sound more muffled, add reverb, width, and halftime to cut the speed in half. Here's how it sounds without effects. And here's with effects. Now, the final instrument composing the intro is a sub bass. You can use basically any sub bass you want, cause it won't make that big of a difference, but I went with this Metro Boomin sub, where I added a parametric EQ2 to get rid of some unwanted frequencies. Here's what we got so far. Now let's move on to the song itself. First, let's get it over with and let's start with the guitar. This time we're going to add another 3 presets. First one being found in Triton Extreme, named Classic 12 string. Second one, acoustic guitar again, and in Purity, Stream Nylon. Now we're going to send all of these presets to the mixer. Here we're going to add similar presets as last time, so we're going to go through each one very quickly. So Parametric EQ2, Fruity Flanger, Fruity Flanges, Fruity Chorus, RC20 Retro Color, Ozone Imager 2, and Fruity Phaser. Okay, just to show you how big of a difference these effects really make, here's how it sounds without effects. And here's with effects. Now we're going to head over to this pattern tab right here. We're going to right click and are going to select export as audio clip. And now we're going to push down this audio file by 12 semitones. After which we're going to send it to the mixer once again, where we're going to add the Parametric EQ2 and some Valhalla room. For reference, here's how it sounded first. And here's how it sounds now. So now that we've got the guitar ready, let's move on to the drums. We're going to start with the hi-hats, as usual. Here we have this main hi-hat preset, and we're going to open up effects target, and we're going to turn all the way down the EQ, to make the hi-hat less impactful for this portion. Next we have a clap, which is this BWB Wave 2 clap, that I think is identical. If not, it's very similar. Moving on, we're going to add an open hat. In this case, we have this BWB Wave 2 open hat. Next, we're going to add a perk. Here we have this BWB 5 perk. And now we're going to add the 808. The specific 808 that was used for this song is the overused 808. We can figure this out by playing it at D5, and after exporting the 808, it matches perfectly with the original song. Now for the 808, we're going to send it to the mixer, where we're going to sidechain it to the kick. If you don't know what sidechain is, it basically is a technique used to separate the 808 and the kick, preventing them from clashing. To sidechain an 808 to a kick, you're going to need to send them both to the mixer. Now, we're going to left click on this arrow right here, and we're going to add a Fruity limiter to the 808. And now, we're going to insert the settings, and we're going to sidechain it to the 808. Now, moving on, after 8 bars, the song switches up. So now, we're going to add another identical hi-hat as last time. However, this time, we're not going to change anything on the technical side, and we're going to add a variation of a 2-step pattern. Next, we're going to switch the clap with a snare, in this case with this Metro Boomin Snare 11. And the final instrument composing the drums is the kick, more specifically the rack kick, which is also an identical preset, as we can tell from the waveforms. So now that we're done with the song and the intro, let's move on to the final step, the outro. First of all, we're starting with the piano. We're going to open up Addictive Keys, and we're going to select the Intense Keys preset. Now, we're going to send this preset to the mixer, where we're going to add some Fruity Flanges, Parametric EQ2, RC20 Retro Color, and some Valhalla room. Next, we're going to add a synth, which I made by modifying a basic preset in Serum. Here, we're not going to add much, just Parametric EQ2 to get rid of the low and high ends. Moving on to the second synth. Once again, we can find it in Serum, named Hypersoul Layered. For this preset, we're going to add the parametric EQ2 and some Valhalla room. And now for the final synth, we're going to open up Serum once more, and now we're gonna go with the modified lead preset. And now for this final synth, we're going to add a fruity wave shaper, a fruity fast distortion, another fruity fast distortion, RC20 retro color, a parametric EQ2, and another parametric EQ2. Now we only have two more instruments to add, the bass and the drums. First, let's do the bass. The preset for this bass is found once again in Serum under the name Funk Mog. Also, be sure to copy all of these settings, cause they make a pretty big difference. And now, the final instrument composing this breakdown is the drums. So, long story short, some of my friends' friends hooked me up with an insane drum kit, containing all of the previous presets and the drums preset for this outro. Here we have these 4 drum break presets that I'm pretty sure they said they were taken out of a song. Anyways, this is how they sound together. Now, before showing you the final result, I would much appreciate if you'd leave a like, subscribe and share to help reach out to more producers and music enthusiasts out there. Without no further ado, here's the final result. A really complex song if you ask me. I'm not really bummed out with the end result, but not really fully satisfied. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, if you've enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe, and if you want to see more of these breakdowns, stay tuned, cause there are more of them on the way. Until then, see you next time.